Welcome to the tongue of the ocean. Didn't do this earlier, but I lost battery power. I'm working my way towards Morgan's Bluff, which is right in front of me. I don't know if you can pick it up right underneath the sail there, but there's actually a high point over there, which is pretty uncommon around most of the Bahamas. At least the spots I've been into. I guess not so much out in Eleuthera. We've got the Jouster Keys over here. Those are all uninhabited little islands. Every time I fly over them in an airplane or even in a jet, you see them when you're flying over the Bahamas. It looks like a really cool area to spend some time. So maybe I might be able to hit that on the way home. I'm having the kind of weather today I had expected to have a little bit more of, which is 5 to 10, 10 to 15. Today is 5 to 10. Yesterday was 10 to 15. That went to 15 to 20 last night. But that put me off the bank, which is on the other side of these keys over here. The other side of those islands is the shallow water that I came across last night. I'm out in the tongue of the ocean right now. I'm in probably 4,000 or 5,000 foot of water. Nice and deep. A lot of big fish here. Earlier when I first came out back to the northwest, there's a pocket in there. And the boats were all fishing. I came through there. I was about 2 miles south of there when I put a Dorado in the boat. So I am having fresh fish on the grill tonight. And some ceviche. Dolphin ceviche is really good. Motor sailing, which is typical when I travel on a sailboat. I want to get there. I'm making just over 5 knots. The winds are pretty light. Been traveling since yesterday morning. It'll be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I get in here. I got a few hours sleep out in the bank last night. Be about a perfect distance. I will have covered 65, about 80 or 85 miles, and I'm going to look at the odometer on my GPS, but I bet I did 120 at least. Yesterday was a slog against the wind all day. It was easy winds in the morning and got pretty sloppy in the afternoon and evening. But the little boat handled it well. A little wet in the cockpit. A couple times, man, there was some serious water come blowing over the top of the deck. Oh, the first time it happened, I was lucky. I was down below looking at a chart. Just, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 gallon came into the cockpit, and I was glad I wasn't sitting there. Out in the inky blue. Always liked the tongue of the ocean. Caught some really neat fish back there. Right at the beginning and between there and Chub Cay. Oh, those colors look really cool with polarized glasses back there. I have some rain this afternoon. Where would Nassau be? Nassau would be about over in this direction right here. About 30 miles or so. Probably a good possibility right where that cloud is starting to top over there. Might be that island heating up. Makes sense. All right, we'll be in Morgan's Bluff in, what is it? We got 6 miles, about an hour and a half. And then I get to go to land and talk to people. Hee-haw! My brother's saying poor people. Ciao.